Hey everybody, it's Sacred G, whatever you want to call me. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving my personal thoughts and feelings on if children should be dabbling with those horrible, goddamn near fucking satanic, M-rated, violent, and sexual video games. Okay, excluding, obviously the hardcore adult games. I'm just going to be straightforward here. I actually do believe that children should be able to play any video game that has an ESRB rating that's M and below. Excluding the adult-only games that are specifically for adults, I think M-rated games are fine. And I also wanted to talk about kind of just this whole thing in general about kind of sheltering your kids from certain medias like violent video games, occasionally violent movies. Like movies and video games I know are different. But yeah, I think, back to the point, I think children should be able to play basically any video game that they damn well want. And here's why. Because number one, they're a kid, okay? And number two, and I'm going to speak on a bit of my own experience as well, a little bit. I was, a little quick story, I was partially sheltered from certain video games and movies, so on and so on, until I was about, I don't know, 15, 16, I'd say, is when I really started playing basically any M-rated game that I wanted to. Because my dad made this really cool deal with me that as long as I didn't have to get him to get his ID, I could get the game. But anyways, I do think kids should be playing it. And number one, they're kids. They're kids. Like, right now would be, that time would be the perfect time to, after you're done playing outside during a hot, nice summer day, which it's been where I'm at, very hot and just miserable, but a nice hot summer day, they come inside for the night and they wind down with some gaming. Or some, not gaming, but video games. And I think that's perfectly fine, as long as that they know the difference between the two. And if they don't, then you gotta show them, okay? And not only, are they just kids? Just this whole scenario of, not allowing your kids to play certain games is just fucking stupid to begin with. Because you gotta really think about it, most of these parents, okay, most of them don't even bother to even look at the game or even, play it, most definitely. They never do play these games, but they just look at the fucking box, the case, and see that fucking mature 17 plus bullshit plastered on the fucking case like a cum stain. Pretty much, just make their assumption there. Oh no, it's bad. It has the M rating on it. That's obviously bad. It's an instant no. Okay, and they don't even, read the back. When they do read the back, they read the back to why it's rated M. And they, it gives a description of what's in the game that's not quote-unquote appropriate. And they don't even give the game a chance, most of the times. And it's kind of sad. And not only that, they're kids, like I said, they should be able to be playing these games regardless. They're fucking kids, and when they're kids, it's the perfect time. Instead of waiting till later to play the games that they want, it's just dumb. It's just seriously fucking retarded. It's you really are try-harding to make your kid into a gigantic and deep pussy. Okay, and I'm sorry to say that, but that's the truth. Okay, when you're sheltered from things, you don't know how to deal with certain situations. Okay, and I'm not saying death and all this stupid shit. It's inevitable. It even fucks even the people that didn't have sheltering parents up as well. But for certain things, most of these kids don't get taught how to outcome it in their adult years. So on and so on. It just baffles me, because I remember when I was a kid and I didn't play San Andreas when I was fucking 10. It wasn't a childhood game to me. Kingdom Hearts and all that crap, was a childhood game to me, and it sucks, and I get the frustration with some of these kids. You know, it's just one of those fucked up situations where I just get the feeling, now this is just me feeling this way, that parents just want to control. They want the control they never had. And so they shelter their kids from fucking fake gore and poorly animated sex scenes. Most of the times the sex scenes in games or video games are so poorly done and or animated, if they show it, not like graphically or anything, but I'm saying like if they show like what's going on, you know, like a foreplay, so to speak, it's poorly done. And it's, I think, deliberately to remind you that this is a game. And yeah, most of these companies know you're not dumb. People know the difference between a video game and reality. Okay? And like, again, if you shelter your kids even for stuff like this, from fake gore and fake scenarios with fake people that are cartoony most of the times, even no matter how hard video games try to look real, they are still a bit cartoony, if that makes sense. Like, what I'm trying to say is basically it's just fake, and no matter how good the game looks, it's still fake. There's still things in it that are fake. And yeah, like, why shelter your kids from that? From games like Grand Theft Auto, which aren't really that bad. I mean, I get bored with those games. Or, you know what I'm saying? And even Call of Duty. Some parents don't allow their get your fucking kids to play COD. You know, they think it's, you know, it's gonna teach them shit. Which brings me to the other not argument, but the other point I want to get across is that video games don't teach people shit. I don't need to go more on that at all. Another reason why these parents shelter their kids is because of the fucking, you know, the little scare that video games are, you know, educational in the violent matter, and which is so fucking far from the truth. And that's all they're doing. All they're doing is just sheltering their kids from fucking fake shit. Like, for movies, I can understand that, but for video games, they're so fake and just not all the time great. I don't understand why a kid that's like 10, you know, fucking even 5 or however the fuck old they are until they are able to pick up a controller and actually function it accordingly. That's the age limit. I think they should be able to play these games. Not the AO ones, of course. I'm not mentioning those. Well, you know, I'm excluding them. But yeah, I don't understand some of these fucking parents. It's just so stupid. Their kids, like, let them play whatever the fuck they want, or if anything, at least give the game a chance. Like, sit down with your kid or play it yourself and make a decision from there instead of just like reading what the box says, because not all the time the box gets everything right. For an example, actually, Fallout is rated M for mainly intense violence, blood and gore, and all that stuff, and use of drugs. They're not the drugs you think. They're fake drugs. They're fake, and even if there is drug use, it's poorly done, in my opinion. Like, GTA 5 and the bong you can smoke out of is just so unrealistic, and of how a bong actually works. It actually makes me cringe, since I smoke and all that stuff, and it really does. It's what I'm getting at is that it's just not real. It's designed that way to remind you that it's not even really designed to remind you of that. It's actually fucking common sense. And a lot of these kids don't, like, I guarantee you, kids don't even look up to that sort of shit anyways, unless they're really fucked in the head, you know? It just doesn't make sense to me that, you know, a lot of these fucking parents just get so scared about a scary M-rated game. Just fucking get over yourself. Give the game a chance and then make your decision, and just realize that this is meant for entertainment reasons and not really for, you know, to teach people anything. Like, for an example, GTA is so unrealistic. Like, I can't believe people are still using GTA as, like, I don't know, a bandwagon for hating on it, or hating on violent video games in general. But anyways, I just think that parents should just simmer the fuck down. Don't give your son from a dick or daughter from a vagina. No, well, I can't make a joke about the female part of it, but Don't have a son with a dick and then transfer it with a vagina, if that makes sense, because that's what you're gonna inevitably do. And if you heavily shelter your kids. Now, I can understand a little bit, but heavily, yeah, I'm sorry this video is all over the place. I just wanted to get this out. It's one of these things that I just never understood, even when I went through this myself, and I hated the rules I had, and I put my foot down when I was about, again, 15, 16, and yeah, like, it sucks, man. Like, you shouldn't have to be sheltered from video games. You should be able to play basically any M-rated video game that you want, because at that time, high school, you know, when you're a kid, that is the perfect time to be playing those games. It's rather do it now than later, because I'm gonna tell you, your kids are gonna be massive gamers once they become the age that you want them to move out, because they're going to be able to play the games they weren't able to, and all that stuff. But that's my take. I just think it's fucking stupid. I just think, again, parents should really give what their kids want to watch or play a chance, and then make a decision from there. Again, if it's a movie, just watch it first, and if it's a game, either play it or watch your son or daughter play it, and then make your decision from there. But anyways, it's another sacred video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace the fuck out.